Welcome back to the studio. Today we're diving into the latest developments in graphic design techniques, specifically focusing on how these new tools are changing the industry standard. In this episode, I will give you an easy English summary of an important book. The book is called How to Build Self-Discipline by Martin Mitos.
But I will not tell you the book in a difficult way.
I will tell you the book in very easy English, a bit English. Welcome back to the studio. Today we're diving into the latest updates from the tech world, specifically how these new chips are changing the game. I will speak more slowly. I will give you many examples and I will connect every idea to English learning. Because this podcast is not only about the book. This podcast is made to help you learn English in a simple and natural way. I want you to understand every part. Absolutely, I agree completely. That's a great point to start our discussion today. I want you to learn new ideas about self-discipline. And I also want you to learn new ways to improve your English every day. This episode is very long. It is like a small course. It is like a program for your mind. So, relax, sit down in a comfortable place, or walk slowly, or make tea, and listen. Hello, and welcome to the studio. I'm Tom, and this week we're exploring the intersection of art and technology. Okay, my friends, before we talk about self-discipline, we need to understand what it really means. Self-discipline means doing something even when you do not want to do it. It means you can control your actions. It means you can say yes to good things, and it means you can say no to bad things. For example, maybe you want to learn English. You know, English is important for your life. You want to speak better. You want to understand movies. And you want to feel confident. But maybe there are days when you feel tired. You do not want to practice. You do not want to listen. You do not want to open your book.
This is normal. Everybody feels like this sometimes.
And self-discipline is the power that helps you continue even when you feel tired. Self-discipline is like a small light inside you. And you say to yourself, I will practice for 10 minutes. It is easy. I can do it. I will not stop. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the latest updates in the creative industry. The book says, self-discipline is like a muscle.
And a muscle becomes stronger when you use it.
If you never use it, the muscle becomes weak. It is time-burning culture moments. It is the same with self-discipline. If you practice it every day, it becomes strong. Now, let me give you an easy English learning example. Imagine you listen to English for 10 minutes every day. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm really excited about today's topic, which is all about finding your creative workflow. You can do 10 minutes when you wake up. You can do 10 minutes when you walk outside. You can do 10 minutes at night, but you do it every day.
This small action builds self-discipline.
After some time, your mind becomes stronger, you feel proud, your English becomes better, and your discipline grows. Self-discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. It is about doing small actions many times. And this wealth is the key idea of this chapter. Small actions, many days, a strong mind. Okay, now let's talk about why self-discipline matters. Why is it important for your life? Why is it important for English learning? Self-discipline gives you the power to change your life. And if you want a new skill, you need discipline. If you want a new job, you need discipline.
If you want a strong body, you need discipline.
If you want good English, you need discipline.
Almost every good thing in your life grows from discipline.
Mr. Bing Virgin, let me give you a very simple example. Imagine two people. Person A studies English only when they feel good. Some weeks they study. Some weeks they stop. And some months they listen a little. Some months they forget. Their English does not change. Person B studies English for 10 minutes every morning. Sometimes they feel good. Sometimes they feel sad. Sometimes they feel tired. It does not matter. They will still do 10 minutes. Day after day, week after week, month after month.
After 1 year, this person speaks better. They understand more. They feel confident.
Why? Because of discipline. Self-discipline gives you real results. Self-discipline makes your life move forward. Self-discipline makes your goals possible. Without discipline, dreams stay dreams. With discipline, dreams become real. This is why the book says discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation gives you energy for one day, but discipline gives you power for many years. Okay, my friends, many people think motivation, and discipline are the same thing. But they are not the same. Motivation is a feeling. And motivation can be strong today and weak tomorrow. Motivation can come and go. Some days you wake up happy, some days you wake up sad. This is normal. But discipline is different. Discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a choice.
It is an action. You can feel tired and still be disciplined.
You can feel lazy and still be disciplined. You can feel bored and still be disciplined. And this is why discipline is stronger than motivation.
Let me give you an English learning example. 물타오.
Maybe one day you feel happy and excited and you listen to English for an hour. This is motivation. The next day you feel tired. You do not want to listen, but you say to yourself, I will still do 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the latest updates from the studio, and trust me, you won't want to miss this breakdown.
Motivation helps you start. Discipline helps you continue.
And for English learning, continuing is more important than starting.
This chapter teaches us something simple and true. Do not depend on motivation. Depend on discipline. When motivation is weak, do something small. Do not stop. This is the secret. Okay, now let's talk about habits. A habit is something you do again and again. A habit becomes automatic. It becomes easy and it becomes part of your day. Self-discipline becomes stronger when you create simple habits. The book says you do not need big habits. You do not need 1 hour every day. You do not need difficult habits. You need small habits that you can do every day. For example, listening to English for 5 minutes, reading one small text, watching one easy video, saying one English sentence to yourself, repeating one phrase, thinking one small thought in English. These habits are small, but if you repeat them every day, they make you strong. The book gives one very important rule. Start small. Start very small. Start smaller than you think. Why? Because small steps are easy. When something is easy, you can continue every day. When something is too big, you stop. Let me give you an English example. Maybe you want to improve your listening. If you say, I will listen for 1 hour every day, you will stop after some days. But if you say, I will continue for 3 minutes every day, you can continue. 3 minutes is easy. 3 minutes feels safe. 3 minutes feels small. But after some weeks, something happens. Your mind becomes stronger, your discipline becomes stronger, and then you can listen for 5 minutes. Then 10 minutes, then 15, and you grow slowly. The book says it is better to do a small thing every day than a big thing only one day. Small actions build a strong future. A strong future. Okay, now let's talk about temptation. Temptation means something that pulls your attention away, something that takes you away from your goal. For example, you want to listen to English, but your phone shows you social media. You want to read English, but you start watching videos. You want to learn vocabulary, but you open games. This is temptation. The book says one easy way to build self-discipline is to remove temptation. Remove the thing that stops you. Make your life simple. For example, when you listen to English, put your phone far away. When you study, close other apps. When you read, silence your notifications. When you practice speaking, stay in a quiet place. This helps your mind focus. Focus makes discipline easier. So remove temptation, make your environment simple. This helps you win.
Okay.
The author also talks about willpower.
The author says, your willpower is like a battery.
The battery is full in the morning. The battery becomes weaker during the day. The battery becomes empty at night. This means you should study English when your mind has more energy. For many people, this is the morning. For some people, this is the afternoon. For others, it is the night. You choose your best time. When your brain has more energy, discipline becomes easier. Now, let me give you an example. Maybe you try to study at night, but at night you are tired. Your mind is slow. You cannot concentrate, so you stop. But if you study for 5 minutes in the morning, it feels easy. It feels light. It feels possible. This is because your willpower battery is full. The book says you should use your high energy time for important actions, and English learning is important, so choose a good time for it. This is a simple idea, but it helps many people. The book also talks about emotional control. If you want discipline, you must control your emotions. You must control your feelings. You must control your mind. Sometimes you feel sad. Sometimes you feel angry. Sometimes you feel stressed. Sometimes you feel bored. But these feelings are not dangerous. They are normal. Everyone feels them. The book says you can still act even when you feel emotional. You can say, I feel tired, but I can do 5 minutes. I feel sad, but I can listen to one short story. I feel stressed, but I can read 2 small paragraphs. I feel bored, but I can repeat 2 simple sentences. Emotion and action are different. You can feel one thing and still do another thing. This is discipline. So do not wait for a perfect feeling. Use the feeling you have. Do something small. This is emotional discipline. All right, now I want to talk about the power of small wins. The book says something very beautiful. Small wins make you strong. Small wins make you happy. Small wins give you confidence. A small win is a tiny success. And for example, you listen to English for 3 minutes. You read 1 short page. You learned 1 new word. You repeated 1 simple sentence. These are small wins. When you collect small wins, your mind becomes positive. You think, I can learn, I can continue, I can improve, I can build discipline.
Small wins are easier than big wins, but small wins build big wins.
The author reminds us that daily practice is the heart of discipline. Daily practice means you do something every day. Even if it is small, even if it is easy, even if it is short, daily practice is more important than long practice. You can study for 2 hours one day, but if you stop for 2 weeks, you lose progress. But if you study for 5 minutes every day, you grow slowly and safely, you become strong. And the book says self-discipline grows when you do something again and again. English also grows when you do something again and again. If you listen every day, your ears become strong. If you speak every day, even for just 2 minutes, your mouth becomes confident. If you read every day, even if just one page, your brain becomes familiar with words. If you repeat phrases every day, your sentences become natural. If you think in English every day, English becomes part of your life. So daily practice is simple. It's easy, but it's very powerful. The book also teaches a very important lesson. You will make mistakes. You will stop. Sometimes you will feel lazy. Sometimes you will forget. The important thing is not perfection. The important thing is returning, coming back, starting over. For example, maybe you stop studying English for 3 days.